still overwhelmed. You've got the situation where this has happened, and there's some lad who I'm not really that bothered by in the grand scheme of things, but he's got legs for a while. He sometimes gets injured, and it's off the back of a 2-1, and then it's with Everton on the horizon. This is all of this show in one fell swoop. Yep. I can talk about it all at once. Get me in Goodison Park right now, put me back in that ground last night, and link me to any footballer you want. I am yours.
It's genius, isn't it? It's breaking time. It's basically Schrodinger's footballers at the moment.
Everything's happening.
Yeah, and not happening at the same time. Simultaneously, we've got this entire multiverse of possibilities where Arthur Melo, or however you pronounce his second name, which is probably why he was called Arthur for
I don't want to fucking Melo.
It's Melo would be wrong with it. I can't remember the full sideways quote. It's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Everything's in there somewhere in it. It's a marvellous thing. I love it. I love the idea of buying a new player. I love the fact that we're buying a midfielder like everybody wants. I love the fact that everybody's pissed off this not the midfielder that they wanted them to buy. It could have been any other midfielder. Whoever the midfielder was we bought was going to be the wrong midfielder.
That's my favourite thing about the midfielder.
You didn't see coming. It's brilliant.
My favourite thing about the midfielder is that it comes off the back of the win, and the win was just incredible. You were there last night. Thought the atmosphere wasn't great on the whole, but fuck me, it was so special when it goes 2-1. It's amongst the maddest I've ever known Anfield.
It was absolutely unreal, and I think what better an advert can you have, or what better a kind of pull factor can you have for any player to go, do you want to come and do this, because it'll be really, really fun and we'll have a laugh. Like, my brother texted me afterwards to say that he thinks he lost both of his shins and also his spleen and also some other vital organs, that he thought they were going to have to ring an ambulance just to get him out of the car. I think I lifted about 5 foot off the ground, just catapulted off the shoulders of fellas next to me. It was feral and brilliant and incredible, and I agree that the atmosphere wasn't the best in the run up to it, but it wasn't necessarily, I mean, in parts it was negative towards our players. It was just anger, and it was almost like that anger just absolutely fueled what then came at the end of it. It's the most beautiful, like, cosmic justice, like you said, it's rare, the most beautiful calm, the number of lads on the way back all wearing that same top that all the Scouse lads have got with loads of stripy colours on it, going, karma though, innit, lads, the entire way home. I was like, yes, it is karma. Fantastic, come and play for us, it's really fun.
I listened to the Pink on the way this morning. That's the purpose of it. I listened to it and enjoyed it. What I loved, and you must have seen it by now, is that you didn't know about any of the needle. No. And the people like showing you the needle progressively through the Pink, to the point that you almost had to get off at one point to say, well, I can't handle this now. I loved how needly everyone connected to Liverpool Football Club was. Genuinely, I think it was about time. It was just more needle than I can handle. I've enjoyed the needle all day.
Yeah, because you sometimes wonder, like, well, how much is it bothering them? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think in the past there's been some criticism that, we need to be in the FC more when they're doing stuff like this. Like, but then other people are saying, like, you don't let it show it bothers you, or they're doing more and blah blah blah. But I think there's a good level of, being affected by the needle, which is what it drives you on to makes you even more determined to win. And I think it's fair to say that Carvalho has seen quite enough of their shit and really wants to blam one in a first opportunity he got, and it wasn't his fault. The first opportunity was in the 97th minute, but he was fine to grab that. He fucking blammed it in, and then all the fun. I loved it all. I loved the lads throwing something at us. Fucking is right, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know what it was.
They should be reported to the Premier League.
I've seen people at the FA in.
Yeah, they should be fucking commended. Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, and let's have it all.
I'm made up. I've ruined that prick's night. Yeah. You know what I mean? Come in here and throw stuff at me.
Come here,
and I'll take the shirt off.
And I loved it all. I love that you got Nunez shouting "fuck off," which is incredible. You've got Joel Matip diving in front of their bench, which is incredible. You've got how long it took Harvey Elliott just to get back to his own half. Yeah. Not because he was drinking it all in, but for the needle. I love the needle of it all.
It was a very go on, do it, I'll back you up, mate, to each other, that just spurred all on. Yeah, it was brilliant, and it felt like we were all a part of that, which I really, really enjoyed. It was I love to stay at the end to clap the players, whatever the result is, and because watching Jurgen Klopp do the fist pump is honestly, like, I could live off that alone and never mind food and water.
6 he did, Emilia.
But no, I counted, John, don't you worry. And then I watched the video back in the car several times. But I think that I'm sorry, I've completely lost what I was saying.
I thought he was going to go forever, like a wind-up.
Just keep going.
You're actually still going.
Nearer and nearer us.
Yeah. He's still doing it. No, so I like to stay for that, but like I felt like I stayed last night because I was just completely anchored to the spot, like could not comprehend what had just happened. It was absolutely mental. And then just the needle that comes after it, everyone just having a lovely time. It felt there were echoes, but I guess more amplified, of when Alisson goes down on the ball to make fun of Jordan Pickford, but everyone's gone, yeah, go on, we'll all have a bit of that.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.